Hi, I'm Chris Goodale with Midwest Property Resources. Today we're going to take a look at some of the common electrical issues in the home and what you can do to solve them. Let's take a look. Most likely you're here because a portion of the lights in your home aren't coming on, or you have a fixture or appliance that's not working. How do we get it fixed? Well, most likely the issue's either in your main circuit breaker box or a GFCI outlet has tripped. Let's take a look at each of those and how we can solve the problem. First, let's talk about the breaker panel and circuit breakers. Breaker panel is designed to protect the circuit and trip if the circuit's overloaded or senses a short. Let's take a look at the circuit breaker panel now and see how to reset a breaker. This is a typical panel from the outside. Here we're taking a look inside the breaker panel. It can be difficult to tell which breaker is tripped, but it will be slightly offset from the rest of the breakers. In this case, it's this breaker right here that's tripped. You'll see this one and this one are in alignment, and this one is just slightly over. To reset the breaker, we simply take the breaker, push it back all the way to reset, and then forward again. And that resets the breaker. Making sure first we've removed any overloaded circuit or bad device that may have caused the trip in the first place. Next, let's take a look at the ground fault conductor interrupter, or GFCI outlet. They're a little bit different than a circuit breaker in the fact that they're typically located on the outlet switch itself. Now, they can be a little tricky because they're not always located in the room where you're maybe having an issue. And if they trip, they can cause an outlet to go out that you would plug appliances in, or they can be attached to lights as well. Sometimes you may have one bathroom or two bathrooms that go out, but the GFCI is located on an adjoining bathroom. Perhaps they share a wall. So you may have to search around a little bit to find the culprit if you've already discovered that there's no circuit breakers popped and the lights aren't coming on. Let's take a look at how to reset a GFCI now. Here we are looking at a GFCI outlet. The one feature that all GFCI outlets will share in common is they will have a test and a reset button on them. Some also will have lights, some will not. Let's focus just on the buttons today since they do vary. So to test an outlet, we will want to press the test button. On this one, it's located on the bottom. You'll hear that snap, click. That was the GFCI circuit tripping. That outlet now does not work. In order to reset it, I will push the reset button. The reset button pushed outwards when it tripped. It needs to be pressed back in. Now the button is depressed, the light goes off, and that circuit is now functioning. That is how we test the circuit, but the circuit can also trip on its own. If the circuit trips on its own, you simply go up to it and press the reset button to reset the circuit. They can be a little finicky, however, sometimes, and not want to reset and stay stuck on. So in that case, what I like to do is press the test button and reset. Typically just once will do. If not, you might cycle through it again just to get the switch back in place. So you could just simply re-pop it and then reset it, and that should fix it back up. Remember, these outlets can be located in different rooms than where you're actually experiencing the issue. So you may have to hunt around a little bit to find the GFCI that's the culprit. So these are the two most common reasons we see electrical issues in the house, but it could be something else. Please don't try to do any wiring or electrical work at the home outside of breaker resetting. If you suspect it's something else, please submit a maintenance request or contact us, and we have a professional electrician investigate the situation further. Obviously, electricity can be very dangerous. We want to use common sense around it. Thanks for joining us, and have a great day.